This is episode 9 of Yarn and Glass, and I'm Virgine, and that's Charlie
Over here behind the camera.
over there. And yeah, we are in packing mode. And here's the story. We were thinking about selling Minnesota anyway at some point.
Yeah.
Just because it's so far up to northern Minnesota from Texas, and yeah, and none of our children live near here, or in the
Even
state,
close. Yeah, not even the state of Minnesota.
or in the Northwest,
Yeah.
or in the North. So we decided to split our time between Texas and the St. Louis area, where we have a daughter who is expecting a baby. So
Hallelujah.
There's some yeah.
Stuff. Well, we want to be close.
Yeah,
That's some real important
there's
to be
stuff
close.
that's even pushing us to move even faster.
Yeah,
So
we want to be there. Yep.
We were in St. Louis looking at properties a little bit before we even got to Minnesota, and there was a blizzard up here. And we delayed our trip north for 3 days, I think, right?
Yeah.
And found, and that was fortuitous. It was, because
That's a great word.
we
It was
found-
fortuitous. Yeah.
we found an area right outside in St. Louis, but outside the city, in Kirkwood, and we just found some properties, but we weren't ready to do anything.
Right.
We hadn't even put this house on the market. When we got here, however, a mid-century modern home, which we love, came on the market in Kirkwood, and we sent the kids there to the open house, and they FaceTimed with us, and we loved it.
It's so cool.
We fell in love with it.
It's an area of all there's
mid-century.
110 mid-centuries
It's very cool.
built in the 1950s.
Yeah,
and they're well taken
very
care of. And, it's
Frank
great.
Lloyd
Really great.
Wright-ish lines
Yeah,
in
it's
it,
cool.
and just cool.
We'll show you
Yeah,
at some point.
eventually.
Yeah. Not today, though. Nope.
But anyway, we decided to put an offer on it, sight unseen kind of, except for
personally
FaceTime.
sight.
Personal sight unseen.
Personal sight unseen.
We haven't even stepped in the house, and there were 3 offers, and there was a little bit of a bidding war, and we wrote a letter, and she's an artist. The owner is an artist. There's a studio in the back of the house. That's the whole back of the house.
It's gonna be
that
great.
might have pushed us a little more
Yeah.
toward this house. And anyway, we got the house. So then we started to slightly panic.
We got scared. I mean, really
because we
scared.
didn't even have this on the market, and then we had bought a house. So 3 houses, way too
Not
many
good.
houses.
Not good.
So we we listed this, and there was going to be an open house the next Sunday, and 3 people saw it before the open house, and the second person bought it full price.
Yeah,
So,
they it's a really nice family, and they wanted to
So-
get on this lake too,
right.
which is
So
wonderful.
we
Yeah.
bought a house, and
Yeah.
sold a house in 4 days in the wrong order.
The wrong order,
Way wrong.
and
The word for that is wrong.
wrong order.
Wrong order.
would work.
But it worked, and now we're packing like crazy, and yeah. So anyway, this episode, get into the episode a little, we'll have a bit of knitting, because I have been knitting, because there has to be break time in between packing. We do have a month to pack, but
We
still,
both might be a little bit tired.
we're a
You
bit
picked
tired.
That up.
It's been
A little
it's been like 2 weeks of packing, and
Oh, God.
I don't see a dent in this house yet, mainly because of glass is insane. So you'll see in the studio how much of that is already gone, so that's good.
Yeah.
But so there'll be some knitting and some studio and a few little tidbits thrown in.
Yeah. Did you?
So.
How about from Georgetown? Are you gonna,
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of Georgetown in the knitting, because I did a little video of knitting at a bakery in Georgetown, and yeah, so
Really
I'll talk about socks. a little
Really
bit.
neat. Okay, so
So
socks.
So well, I'll
No,
start
not
with
socks. Okay, no.
I'll start with socks. So I made 2 pairs of socks this month.
Uh-huh.
They were both gifts, so they're both gone. But the one pair, and that one pair I talked about during that little video, and then I'll show the picture of that
Yeah,
after that.
that's good,
So
that's cool.
I'll insert that now. We are at a little bakery in town, in Georgetown, called Galaxy, and stopped to have a cup of coffee and that giant Boston cream that I didn't eat, but
Oh,
we'll take it home and
man.
somebody will eat it. Charlie ate his. I have no idea why I bought that huge thing, but
Great, we're
I'm not
take
going to
care
eat
of
it.
home.
So anyway, I was knitting on the sock, and I had gotten up to about here with a size 1 needle. This is Regia yarn. No, it's Patton's Croy, and it was on a size size 1 needle, and it was too big. You could tell it was going to be too big a sock. So I took it back to the ribbing and changed the needle to 0s, and then put in these 3 lines of ribbing, of purl lines rather. So this is the ribbing, and there's purl lines in there. So it goes all the way around. So there's 3 on each side.
So it makes it like
And
a bit tighter?
it brought it in. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely the size of the needle and the purl is going to bring it in. So that's what I'm doing here at the bakery, because we're alone and I'm not eating Boston cream because I'm not going to do that.
And we
Although-
haven't been kicked out for doing this, which is always good.
They would never kick
They
us
would never
out.
kick us out.
No, but we did spend money. But yeah, so knitting in the bakery. So,
This is after you took your work to the Imagine?
to the Round Rock Art Show at Texas State. I dropped it off, and yeah,
We're celebrating.
we're celebrating. Yeah, so there it is.
There it is. All right.
One of the places I knit.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Then
So what do you got?
I also started finally spinning again, and I started spinning. Can you see those?
I can see
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think they can
it's a
see.
really pretty. It was a really pretty
Yeah, it's a really
braid
nice,
of,
nice
of
color.
yarn of
Uh-huh.
fiber rather, and I have 4 of them. So this is 2. So I'll have 2 more, and I think I'm going to ply it with something solid color, so that it'll barber pole, and I'll have more yarn that way. And in the process of moving, look what I did.
She dropped it.
Bobbin dead.
She'll get another one. Don't worry.
It's so
okay?
sad.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is
know
sad.
if it's usable or not. It might be.
Maybe. Well,
I mean,
I don't know. We could
it
try
actually
it out.
might be. Well, I'm going to try it
We'll
because
try it.
these are not cheap.
No.
Or I have the piece. I might glue it on. Then I also have been continuing the baby knitting, and I talked about this last time. The
Yeah.
pinwheel blanket by Knitting Expat
Oh, I'll
Designs,
get up close here.
and I have a
That's,
lot of
oh,
I have a
look
lot
at
of
that.
squares
Look at
now.
that. Man, that is.
They are so fun. This is so addictive, and they're all different.
Yeah, look at that.
And I think I'm close to having 20 now, so I think this will be one blanket. I think I'll probably end up continuing to make these because they're so fun.
Cover the whole kid's bedroom.
I could just cover all the
Almost.
walls.
Walls, furniture. It'll be great.
Yeah, but it's a really, really nice design. This is out of Knit Picks Shine Sport yarn. So it's got a little bit of a gloss to it. It's washable.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Very easy to work with. Very reasonably priced.
Nice colors,
So,
too. Real bright. I
Bright
like
colors. I also have been making some little baby hats.
Wonder why. Yeah,
I don't
baby
know.
hats.
This one's got a little pink flower,
Oh, that's cute.
and this one's got a sunflower,
Ooh, Kansas.
and this one's got a pom-pom.
A pom-pom. All right, pom-pom.
So those are 3. There'll be more of those probably because they're fun. And then there's a bag of socks.
Okay, let me see if you can see this. This is
I already gave her a bunch of socks,
little
but
socks.
they're just cute.
Oh, man, wait a minute. Let me get right up here. Okay, there you see them now.
They're
Cool.
just cute.
They're just cute.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of these little out of Felici.
Oh, my.
And these are going to be mix and match because the same skein of Felici will just
Felici?
make all kinds of different ones. So there's this one,
Out of one
that
skein?
one. Yeah, because the colors, they're kind of
How
long.
can they do that?
Because they're long colors.
Oh, okay.
And there's
I'm
one
clueless as
other
usual.
one.
Okay.
So they're not going to be, they're going to be somewhat matchy.
Yeah.
But like these two actually match, sort of.
You like bright colors, don't you?
Well, yeah, I guess I do. So that's baby
cool.
knitting.
I like that.
Whoops. Okay. And the
What
other
we got
thing
here?
that I started on, I'm knitting, again, Knitting Expat Designs. I'm in
Okay.
a mini skein club of hers where you get a pattern a month for, I think, I don't know, 3 or 4 months maybe. And you can buy these patterns. I think, I don't know if they're on the market yet. Maybe you have to be part of the club. But anyway, this is the shawl I'm making. And it's called Rainbow
Oh, that's
Minis
nice too.
Shawl.
Yeah.
No, wings. I'm reading that backwards. Rainbow wings. And it looked like minis, sort of, but not really.
We practice this for hours before we present.
And so my main color on that is black. So that's
Okay.
kind of boring. But once I get a big part of that done, then there's going to be a rainbow in it. And these are just some of my possibilities. Whoa.
Oh man, that's
I know. And
you have choices. Can I pick them out?
It takes 12
No,
colors,
no.
and I don't know if I'll do 12, but I'm definitely going to make it kind of into a rainbow with, you know, yellow to orange to red to green to purple to whatever, blue. But yeah,
You really
So-
do nice work. Looking at your sweater there.
that will be fun.
You
The-
do
yeah,
really
I've
nice
had this
work.
a while. And so, is that the end of knitting?
Is that the end? I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess
Yeah.
we'll knit again. But
Say
look,
goodbye to the lake.
goodbye to the lake. We're over here. We're going to do a spin
Bird
around and
feeder. The birds have been going
look. We
crazy.
have
on
the
the
birds
bird
are
feeder.
chirping. There's a chimenea that we use. We sit out here and it's just been great. We'll miss this place immensely, but we're going on to new cool deals.
Yeah,
So
new adventure.
There you go.
So we arrived a couple of days ago, and the driveway was plowed, but Charlie made a path yesterday to the studio, and I have no idea what shape it's going to be in, but I'm going to do a before and after. Before I fix it up, and after I get it back in shape, hopefully. So, yeah, looks pretty good. The sun is melting the rest of the ice. I'm going to turn this off. Yeah, so I got the door open and working in the studio. Yeah, it needs some work. It definitely needs some organizing, but it's all here, and I will do a video after I've cleaned it up. I thought I'd run back over to the studio because I have cleaned it up and I have projects going, and it looks so much better than it did. Got the tumblers going, and actually I think I can unplug them because I know I can unplug them because it's been 3 days. So the glass is all pretty much put away. I've got this huge project going that has been going for a few years because it's so big, and I've started to work on it again. It's got a cool farmhouse and a windmill, and then a lot of land, and then sunflowers that are gonna go somewhat across. And then I have the stamp mosaic going that has all the foreign stamps, cut up old stamps from different countries, and then it's based on this One Love stamp from the US 8-cent stamp, so a while back, and then I've copied that onto the mosaic. I'm working on the perforation part, which I'm using this little these little crystals that come in a bag from Millefiori Company, Murano Millefiori Company. So they are working really well for the perforations. So yeah, and my view of the lake, which the ice is melting. The ice is breaking up like crazy and melting. It should be gone really soon. So I heard the loons this morning, so they're back. The trumpeter swans are back. So yeah, so I'm back. I'm back in business here. It looks a little messy over here because I still am cutting up glass to get into drawers so that I can get it more organized because we're probably moving. So all of this glass has to be moved, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's the studio today.
Here we go.
Hi, we're in the studio and we're in packing mode right now. But I did work on a couple pieces when we first
Okay.
got here. This piece has been here for a while. It got left in Minnesota, but I worked a little bit. It's a big landscape, huge.
Yeah, nice frame
And,
too on it.
yeah, I love this frame. Bought it at an antique store in Lake George, Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit more landscape because I decided making sunflowers all the way across would,
It would take a long time.
I'll be dead. I can't do that. So I'm gonna kind of slant them down, and I'm still gonna do sunflowers across, but not quite as many. So there's that, and I
Well, let's
finished
turn around here.
Mr. Love Stamp.
Okay, yeah, I like that. There we
Yeah.
go. That's good.
And he's got all foreign stamps, old foreign stamps in the routed, where's the routed edge? There it is.
Right there.
In the routed edge, except for the little love stamp
The
that
love.
matches.
And is there any other American stamps on there?
There's Washington. I think he's right there. Right?
No, he's right there. Yeah, he's right there.
He's at the bottom, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, right
And that's
there.
it. And the rest are old foreign stamps.
You're going to grout that later, though. aren't
Yeah,
you?
I'm going to grout it later. I used the little crystals in the perforations, and I won't grout those. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping the grout will make it come more alive. It feels a little dark to me, but
I think it will.
I think it will, depending on the grout color. But we'll see. It'll probably be when we get to the St. Louis area. Then I set up the studio. We set up the studio.
We put we
That
in
would
there.
be we.
We.
I'll grout this guy. So
And-
and I'll grout the Volkswagen.
We could just put it in the mailbox and see which country it ends up in.
There you
you
go.
go. Okay.
There you go. It has some stamps on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the meanwhile, we've been
Look over there.
crazily packing.
There's a lake. Goodbye,
yeah,
lake.
Goodbye studio.
Goodbye,
Best
studio.
studio ever.
Best studio in
Ever.
the whole universe. Okay. Back
Okay,
to the.
so the
Don't
sheets
cry.
of glass are about half packed. You
Yeah.
can only put about 10 in a box because, you can't lift it, or he can't lift it.
He can't lift
He
it.
can't lift
He'd
it.
be old. He can't be lifting that stuff.
And there's the shell mirror there. I think I showed it a while
Yeah,
back.
turn around here
I
in the
guess.
shell mill. Mirror.
Shell mirror. It was in a bathroom, but I put it in here because I didn't
Ooh.
want it to sell at the house.
It's big. We're too close to it, I think. Maybe you can probably see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we picked up all those shells, didn't we?
In a state I will not ever name again.
Okay, we'll leave that one
Or
alone.
step-footed. Well,
We're
just
going over
forget
here?
that. Okay,
Forget we
so
said that?
then
Okay.
if you pan across, no, the other way.
Oh, the other way,
You already
okay.
went that way.
I am the cameraman. They call me
You
Spin.
already went that way. That shelf that he's getting to,
I'm finally getting
have
go.
all the little drawers on it, and they're all mostly packed.
Can I add
Yay.
something to this?
What?
I know I'm talking a lot, but what I'm going to add to it, these suckers are really heavy. See how little bitty things down there below? You
Those,
see it? Those are all up in here, and they weigh a
they
ton.
weigh a ton because they all have tumbled glass
They got
in
glass.
them.
It's
Full.
just- ugh.
Each drawer is full of a color.
Yeah,
And,
so that's why
yeah.
that's good.
And I've been
Ooh,
tumbling
Volkswagen.
glass nonstop. I turned the tumblers off while we taped because I want to get rid of all the scraps and get them tumbled and in bags and ready to go. So that is the studio.
We're tired, but okay.
We're tired, but okay.
But okay. Okay.
All right.